41 games down, 41 games to go. We're officially halfway through the NBA season, which is crazy. This season has gone so fast. But today we're going to be going over my mid-season awards, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, all that stuff. And we're going to go over this article, I believe it's by Sports Illustrated, and we're going to see what they're saying as well. And I'm essentially going to be telling you guys who I think should win every award. First up, Defensive Player of the Year, for me, and for what should be 100% of people, is Victor Wembanyama. It's easily Wemby. He's averaging like 3 blocks this year. He's been the best defender since he came in the league. He's incredible. This is, out of every award, this one should be 100%. Everyone should be having Wemby. The only thing is because of his injuries, I think he can only miss like 3 more games or something, which is going to be very hard. So it's one of those things where it's unanimously Wemby unless he doesn't make the cut. Which then, if he doesn't, in my opinion, I think it should be Chet. Looking at OKC, looking at how well they are defensively, it warrants me to want to give it to an OKC player, and Chet is an amazing defender. And this just tells you a lot about the draft 3 years ago, how Wemby and Chet were both taken in that same draft class. So that draft class is amazing defensively. I think Amin Thompson was also in that draft class. But the Defensive Player of the Year, it's easily Wemby. 6th Man of the Year. This is tough. I'm not gonna lie. This is where my basketball knowledge kind of turns bad. I don't really know who I put at the beginning of the year. Keldon Johnson's a great player. The Spurs have been doing great. The Spurs bench is amazing. I personally think it's Naz Reid. I think Naz Reid is very good. However, obviously the Spurs are doing a lot better and their bench is a lot better than the Timberwolves bench. The Timberwolves have been losing some very bad games. They just lost a game against the Jazz. So Keldon Johnson, I think, deserves it. And I think the Spurs definitely do deserve some recognition in these awards. They're currently the 2 seed, which is pretty insane considering how deep the West is. But Keldon Johnson for 6th man, I can get behind that, and that's one that I agree with as well. Most improved player, 100% is Danny Avdija. This guy's leap this year has been incredible. I believe he's averaging like 25 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists kind of thing. And he has led this Portland team to some amazing wins over Denver, over OKC, over some of the Giants in the NBA. And it's been kind of crazy how Danny before this year wasn't really talked about. He's always been a very solid player. However, this year, he's just taken that leap to the next level. And he 100% deserves this award. He 100% deserves to be an All-Star as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets selected into the West All-Star reserves as well. But most improved, 100% is Danny Avdija. Rookie of the Year. This is tight, man. This has been a really good rookie class. I still remember the first 2 weeks of the season, VJ Edgecombe was like the best rookie of all time. How he was playing, he had that like 30-point debut, game winners and stuff like that. Going forward, Cooper Flagg has really stood out, but also Con Knipple, man. Con Knipple, I seriously think could be, he's going to be an all-star, Con Knipple. But this is really hard. I do think it is a 3-person race between these 3. I do think Cooper Flagg and Con Knipple are both better than VJ Edgecombe, or are having better rookie seasons than VJ Edgecombe. Cooper Flagg's doing very well. He's kind of consolidated. He's been getting better. However, he's kind of dipping at the moment. I think Con Knipple could steal this. Right now, halfway through the season, I'm going to give it to Con Knipple. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Cooper Flagg takes this one away. But man, Con Knipple deserves some respect. Coach of the Year. It's none of these guys. I may be a bit biased, I'm a Nuggets fan, but what David Adelman has done with the Nuggets, with Nikola Jokic missing 15 plus games, with Jamal Murray missing over 10 games, Aaron Gordon has been out for half the season, Cam Johnson has been out for half the season, Christian Brown has been out for half the season. We've had games where we have had no starters, and we have beaten some of the best teams in the league, including the Celtics and the 76ers. What David Adelman has done with his team to improve our bench and make us win games that we need to win and stay a fighting chance in the Western Conference, despite teams like OKC and the Spurs and the Rockets, so not really the Rockets, still being healthy and us being incredibly injured. I think he deserves some respect, and in my opinion, I got David Adelman for his first year in being a head coach as well. I know he played He coached 3 games last year, but this is essentially his first season as a coach. What he's done this year for the Denver Nuggets, he deserves Coach of the Year. MVP. As I just said, I'm a Nuggets fan. However, you got to give it to SGA. Jokic was my choice to an MVP at the start of the season. However, with this injury, he's gone from 1 to 2 in my opinion. And I don't think he's actually going to make the threshold. I don't think he's going to be playing 65 games this year, which from a Nuggets point of view, from a Nuggets fan's point of view, I don't actually mind. I'm happy he's kind of had this time off to rest and recover. But even in saying that, I do think that SGA has also won this award with what he's done. I don't think he's won it just because Jokic has been injured. He's averaging 33 points. He's on a team that's 35-8 at the moment. He's on one of the best teams statistically all time. SGA deserves MVP this year, even though I don't like saying it because I'm a Jokic fan. But what he's done this season, how he's shooting, how he's performing, how he's carrying himself, he's the MVP this season and he deserves this award. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, do all that. If there's anything I can improve on in making these videos better, please let me know. Anyway guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.